Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to another really interesting day in the garden. It's actually started to cool off, definitely feels like fall, does not feel like summer at all today. I had to go get a sweatshirt. So, I'm excited though because I got a lovely package in the mail from the very nice people at the Fluid Art Co. And they sent me some This Little Piggy pigments, which I'm very excited about playing with. This one is TailFeather and this one is Harvest Gold. And we have HOA of Awesomeness back in the studio today. Thank you, HOA.
Crowd goes wild.
I've missed you a lot in here.
I'm sure you did an excellent job.
Well, I still missed you a lot. But so we got the This Little Piggy pigments to play with, and they also sent me some of Jo Sonja varnish and another color. That's the Jo Sonja varnish. So thank you guys so much. One of my favorite things that they've sent are these little nifty thingies. These little Fluid Art mixing sticks. These are really cool because the tip of it is a little thinner, so it can get in there and scrape around the bottoms and edges of the cup. So we're going to be using these today also. And we're going to be doing a bloom with my leaf blower because we have to do it Mina style, right? So I showed you these two colors. Let me actually show you the rest of my colors and then we will get started. So this first one is the Harvest Gold. And it's so shimmery and shiny and beautiful. So I'm excited about this one. Oh, I was going to show you the last ones that I did. So when I got it, I had to come in and have a play, of course. So this is TailFeather and the Harvest Gold with the white cell activator. And I just think it turned out so pretty. I looked at it in the sun and I was like, wow, oh my goodness. That gold is just blinging. So there's one of the ones that I did. And then this is actually the very first one I used, Permanent Blue Violet also. They're really pretty. In here there's kind of like some peacock cells, but I love this webbing, and then these super fine cells are really pretty also. And then there's one more, and this one might be my favorite one. This is just so pretty. Can you see the bling on there, HOA?
Yep.
It's just crazy. Crazy. So this is really cool. I'm very excited to play with these. And of course I went and ordered some more. This is going to be really fun. So today we are playing with that Harvest Gold, which is right here. Beautiful color. So the pouring medium for the paint is this one. Behr Premium Plus Interior Exterior High Gloss Enamel in the deep base. So this is untinted house paint. And I have also put polycrylic in there from Mixwax in clear satin. And that's what all the paints are mixed with. My house paint I will show you when I get to that point. So that's our gold, the Harvest Gold. Then the next TLP one is TailFeather, and it's a really pretty color. I think maybe last time I didn't quite have enough pigment in there because I was being very cautious and sparing with it, and so I put a little bit more into this batch, and I see a lot of shimmer. It's just really pretty. Okay, so that's TailFeather. Then we are using this lovely color. We are using Folk Art Treasure Gold in Green Gold, which is a very pretty color. This is almost as shimmery as those. And then last but not least, we are using my Golden Payne's Gray for this other darker color. And this one I actually added some water to and thinned it out because the Golden's was thick. So, okay, and then I have my cell activator, which is Amsterdam Titanium White mixed with Australian Floetrol. Not super thin, not super thick, not leaving a mound, just kind of melting into itself right off the bat. So, we are not doing bloom swipes. Today we are going to actually do blooms, which I'm excited about. So, my house paint, my pillow paint, if you will, is this one, Glidden Premium Interior Paint and Primer. This is the semi-gloss in pure white, base 1. And to that I have added some GAC 800. And this is the pillow paint. And I had some GAC in there and then it still seemed a little thick to me, so I added a little bit more of the GAC 800 to thin it out just a touch more. And you're putting the GAC in the pillow paint because house paint dries fairly quickly. So if you don't spin it all out and like tilt it so it's only a little bit on there, the surface starts to dry. The paint underneath is still kind of wet and then as the surface dries, it contracts and can actually split. So we put the GAC in there to make it dry slower and to prevent cracking. Okay, I think we're ready to go. We're gonna start off, we're gonna put a little bit of our pillow paint on the edges of the tape to get it to stick to our spinner. Alright, so we're going to start with some of our pillow paint right in the middle. Good amount. Okay. We're going to actually put a little bit of the Harvest Gold on there first, and we're going to be doing puddles. So that's This Little Piggy Harvest Gold. Then I'm going to put some of the Payne's Gray on there. And then we're going to use, I'm going to put some of the green gold on there now. And then I'm going to put another layer of the Harvest Gold. And then we're going to use that TailFeathers, which is really pretty. Okay. And then we're going to take some of our Cell Activator, the Amsterdam White with the Australian Floetrol. Put it right in the middle like that. And then we're going to get my little Makita cordless leaf blower. So the thing that I love about this is that it does have a progressive trigger. So you can squeeze it gently and it blows a little bit, and then you can squeeze it harder. So the harder you squeeze, the harder the air comes out, which I haven't found a blow dryer that can do that yet. I also like that it's cordless. I also like that it uses Makita batteries, which HOA has a ton of Makita stuff, so we have a lot of Makita batteries and they're interchangeable, which is awesome. I try to use the ones with paint on them already, just to not make HOA mad. Okay, I want you to look at the center where the white is. See how that's formed like a halo? That's really good. That means it's sinking, which means it's denser than the paint around it. Okay, we're gonna start off and we're gonna do a bloom. Here we go. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, my love, I am ready.
That's good. Look at all those little cells. Alright, that looks pretty good. It even looks like a flower kind of. We're going to put a little bit more of our pillow paint around the sides. So the function of the paint I'm putting on there right now is so that that paint that we blew out with the colors on it can slide off easily. Because if we didn't have that, it would roll over itself. So we do have really, really pretty cells there and in there and in here. There is still kind of a solid area in the middle though. So I'm going to take the leaf blower and I'm going to blow it one more time. We're going to give that a second to collect back into itself, and then we're going to stretch this out. I love that it like gathers back up in the middle. That's so cool. I didn't get too many cells from doing that, but that's okay. We're going to spin this. So I think I'm going to tilt it down just a touch, just to sort of recenter this a bit more, so that when we do spin it, it spreads out evenly. Okay. If you're done taking pictures of your dog, can we get back to work, please?
It's for the video. It's for the video.
All right, so let's spin this. HOA, are you ready, darling?
Yes, my love. Semper Paratus.
Here we go. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit more. Okay, there's some cool stuff there. I think I want to blow it a little bit more. I want to blow out this way and I want to blow out that way. Yeah. So this tub I got on Amazon. I actually found it in Karen Durishin's Amazon shop. Actually, most of the stuff I got when I started wanting to do blooms, I got from Karen's Amazon shop. I highly recommend you go and look in there. The tub is really nice because you don't get paint all over your table. You get paint inside this tub and then you let it dry and then you just peel it out, which is awesome. I think I want to pour a little bit more Payne's Gray in there, to be honest with you. Because I like this part and I like that part, but I don't like the center at all. And this is kind of neat, but I'm not digging on it. So we're just going to do a little one. And I'm going to put it more over here. And I'm not going to do it in a circle. I'm going to do it like in a U shape. Probably better to use the little spoon thingy. I'm going to skip the green gold this time. Okay. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe we need a little bit more Sierra. Okay, here we go. I love the Payne's Gray coming in there. That's amazing. See, this is what happened last time, is I looked at that, the Harvest Gold, and it looked a little bit murky, but then it dried beautifully. So, I actually really like that. I kind of like that better than that. So I'm going to put a little bit more on this side, and we're going to do the same thing. Second to develop. This is really pretty. I love those little cells. And I like this better too. I like that Payne's Gray with the TailFeather mixed like that. It's really pretty. This is gorgeous in here. So, this is the part where we have to be patient.
Not your strong suit there, doll.
When we did that open cup experiment, when we determined I had like 14 seconds of patience. And that one was an interesting experiment. I wanted to see if I could do an open cup pour in one spot and then not tilt it and just leave it alone. And
Nope.
nope, can't do it.
A woman's got to know her limitations.
Well, you know, I may not have more than 14 seconds of patience for paint, but when it comes to my children and my animals and my husband and my family, I do have more than 14 seconds, right?
True that.
Okay, there we go.
Like how I was at the end of the list.
Huh?
Like how I was at the end.
You were not. Family was a good. You don't require as much patience. You're pretty understanding. Okay, let's spin this. Here we go. Let's see if this opens up for us. Well, I don't think that one's perfect, but I kind of like it.
A lot to like there.
Leave this one alone and do another one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. And we're going to put this one. See, that gold is really pretty now. I like these cells a lot. I wish there were more, but I do love this. So I'm going to leave it alone. Okay. Okay, we have another one of those that's taped. I'm going to stick that on there. Alright. Let's put pillow paint down. Okay. the green gold first this time. And then we're going to go with Payne's. And we're going to put the TailFeather on there. And then we're going to put the Harvest Gold. And now we're going to use our Cell Activator.
Does the CA have to be white?
No, you can make it any color you wanted, but I want to contrast with the paints. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Eyeless.
Here we go. Okay, that one worked much better, and I'll tell you why. Because I listened to my friend Karen. So Karen actually came here one time and we had a really fun time painting together. And one of the things that she told me was when you're blowing out the CA, don't just grab onto the little edge of it and push the edge of it. Get into the middle of it and push it from the middle or kind of back more, and then push that out so that the CA really spreads thin, and then anyway you get your cells popping up. So this one's already going to work much better than that first one. Thank you, Karen Durishin. I love you. Karen is going to be with me at the Fluid Art Experience in Dallas, Texas in November, along with Sarah Mack, Kathleen Osmore, the Massey Boys, HOA, and myself. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So if you can, check out fluidartexperience.com and get your tickets today. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more of the pillow paint around the edges on this one, and then we're going to spin it. And I think this one is going to work so much better. What do you think, HOA?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I love that corner right there. Wow.
Yummy.
I hope we don't end up spinning that off, although we probably will, which bums me out. But we have more paint, and we even have another canvas, so. Now, this is one of the things that I really love about fluid art, is that you see something cool that happened and then you can recreate it. You can try to recreate it and perfect it and make it even better. Okay. So let's make sure that's down. All right. Ready, HOA?
Mm-hmm.
Give this a nice spin. And you see that lovely tub collects all of the paint for us. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of gold there in the center. Look at that.
Though.
Look at that. It's like golden. Oh my god.
Don't mess with it.
Leave it alone. Okay. I could stretch it out though, and that all would open up and would be really cool. See how cool this looks? This all would look like that if I stretched it out more. But I do really like it. But you want me to leave it alone and do another one?
Honey, you're the artist.
I'm just not crazy about these.
I'm just a sidekick.
You're not just a sidekick, you know a lot. But on the other hand, that tail feather is really, really pretty with those pops of green. What do you think?
What would you do?
What do you think? Should we spin it more or should we leave it alone? If you weren't here, I would probably tilt it and spin it more.
What would you tilt?
Tilt some of this off and stretch that out and open it up.
Because right now it looks very symmetrical. It looks like the spokes of a wheel. What you're talking about doing actually sounds pretty cool.
But I do love the way that looks though. See, this is where I get greedy. And I don't want to tilt it off.
Yeah, I feel you. It's a nice problem to have a lot of good parts of the painting.
Okay. We're going to take this and we're actually going to go down this way just a little bit and see if we can't open this up a bit more. And head towards that more solid area, towards the bottom. And kind of open up these spokes because I do like it. And I'm going to leave some of it on there. I think that actually looks pretty cool. Should I take it back a little bit? Just a little bit.
I mean, if it does for balance, but visually I don't think you need it.
Okay, I like that one. I'm going to leave that one alone. And we have one more we can do. That's pretty cool. All right. Paint on there. Okay. All right. Pour a pillow. I'm gonna pour a little bigger pillow this time. Should be good. All right. We're gonna, we started with that. I'm gonna try to do smaller puddles too. That was the green gold. This is the Payne spray. Put TailFeather on there. That's a beautiful color. I think last time I hadn't put quite enough pigment in there. So. And this is the Harvest Gold. I just saw something in my paint. Great. Glad we got it out now. Alright. I'm going to put the white cell activator on there. Not quite as much as I did last time. Alright, here we go. So what I was saying, what Karen taught me, was instead of blowing it right here and pushing this out, I was blowing it back this over here and pushing it this way to thin out that cell activator a lot more, and that's why we got a better result in the center. Okay, are you ready, darling?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's very good. That's much better. I love that there's a lot of lacing all around the edge right there, and I like that we have some gold in the center, and I like that there's still white there. We could blow this part out a little bit more. What do you think, HOA?
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Still feels like there's a lot right there. We'll just give it a second and then we'll spin it. I love that Payne's gray with the tail feather and the gold and the green gold. That's really pretty. I don't mind that at all. This is beautiful. In here, this is so pretty. I love that Payne's gray. I've been on this blue kick lately. This is really neat. All right, let's give this a spin. And you just kind of want to recenter the paint just a little bit. Okay. There. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Eyeless.
A murder of crows. That's really cool.
He was talking about.
Yeah. I'm gonna spin it again. Are you ready? That's really good. I like it. What do you think? Do you think these three things are weird?
Nope.
You like them?
I do.
I'm glad there's three. I love this though. This like lacing on top of the tail feather is so pretty. With just a little bit of Payne's gray behind it. That's really cool. You need to spin it one more time though. Actually, I'm gonna tilt it this way first, just a bit. Alright, we're gonna spin it. Ready? Ooh. I like that. That's cool. I think we're gonna stop right there. Okay. So this is pretty awesome. I love the harvest gold. I love this little piggy tail feather. That's really pretty. I love that you can see the little bit of green, the green gold on there, and the Payne's gray is really, really cool. Thank you so much to Billy and to Elise, and most of all to my friend Karen. Thank you guys. You know, I love getting stuff to play with, and this is amazing, and seeing the result of playing with it and actually having it work. I've never done like a bloom, other than with the boom gels. I did do some with that, but with the leaf blower and using, this was actually my first experience with pigments, so that was really fun, and it was really easy to use. And again, I mixed it with the deep base, the untinted house paint, and some Mixwax Polycrylic. So this is awesome. I will show you all three of these when they are dry. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and HOA today. We love you a lot. We'll see you real soon.
Bye.